Scene 3, take 3.
So my name is Talib Hashim. I'm Managing Director of TBH Advisory, a human resource consultancy with a niche in helping locals become employable and employ them in the private sector. And I'm also a partner and co-founder of a talent platform, which we launched last year, called Sdara. So I've been an entrepreneur for the last 15 years. The last 50 years brings me back to the time when the tallest building in our city in Dubai was the Dubai World Trade Center. And in my time, Sdara used to be the hub of Dubai, the city of Dubai. And today, we're having this conversation in a completely new territory, that didn't exist back then. So I think this urban shift of the city here in Dubai towards reaching out to Abu Dhabi and the rest of the Emirates, I think this is exciting. The other thing is the fact that we're entering the entrepreneurial economy, the knowledge economy. We're trying to bring entrepreneurs of the world and talent of the world to come here and pursue their dreams. I think that's, to me, as someone who in my time really had aspirations of building a career, not only here in the UAE, but looking outside the UAE as a launchpad for global talent. I think these are all exciting themes for me. To be Emirati is not an easy task. We keep raising the bar higher and higher. I mean, being an Emirati means being grounded and with the symbols of our culture, be it family, be it tradition, be it our past and our history. We can't let go of that. But being Emirati is also about being welcoming to other nationalities, to other cultures. It's about being positive and optimistic and brave and looking forward to the future. So it's not easy being an Emirati, coming from a nation that is so young but has aspirations of nations that are, for a long time, we've referred to as first world economies, and we're competing for that. So that's what being Emirati means. And I refer to the late Sheikh Zayed, the late president of the UAE, saying, a person who doesn't have a past does not have a future. So for me, it's about, cherishing the past and the experiences that we had during my time, and looking forward to the future. That's what being an Emirati is. If I would use 1 to 2 words to describe the UAE, I would use launchpad. The UAE is a launchpad for global ideas. It's a launchpad for local and international careers. It's a launchpad for ambitions. We used to be a connector before in the UAE. That was my first choice of description. But today, I think the UAE is taking its place as a launchpad for projects, for ideas, and for talent, local and international. If I use a couple of words to describe myself, it would be passionate, purpose-driven, change-maker. Those are the 3 words that keep me on my toes. Those are the 3 words that I aspire to live and become. In my time, I've always seen and been exposed to perceptions and stereotypes about the UAE and what the UAE people are about. And it's understandable, it's a young country. But today, and what I would love to see, is that the world sees the UAE for what it really is. The people have stories. The culture has its own story. It's not about the glitz and the glamour and the buildings. We're proud of the buildings, but the people and the stories, the culture is what we're proud of. So for me, what I'd love to see more of is the world recognizing the people of the UAE, locals and even non-locals, for the stories they have and for the potential that they can bring into the country beyond the labels, beyond the stereotypes. And that is what I'd love to see.